Aloïs Bühlmann is known as the father of the most widely used decompression algorithm in the world, but this summary is somewhat simplistic. In 1952, while still under 30, he heads the research laboratory for cardiopulmonary physiology at the University of Zurich. He quickly develops an interest in respiratory function under extreme conditions. His meeting with Keller, a Swiss physicist and mathematician, leads him to focus on the pathophysiological aspects of deep diving. The two scientists set a first record in Zurich's lake in 1959 by reaching a depth of 120 meters. The French Navy then offers them the facilities of the diving research group at the Toulon Naval Base. In November 1960, Keller reaches 250 meters in the French Navy hyperbaric simulation chamber. In April 1961, back in the south of France, Keller reaches a record depth of 300 meters. In 1962, with financial support from the Shell Oil Company, Keller designs a diving bell called Atlantis, equipped with an arch, allowing divers to intervene on drilling platforms. Initial tests confirm the viability of the method. Now obsolete, the Atlantis bell is modified for use as a pressurized chamber. The hyperbaric laboratory at the University of Zurich starts with limited resources, but in 1965, Shell found the construction of a new, larger, and more efficient chamber. Bühlmann adopts Workman's concept of M-values. The experimental dives he carried out with Keller shows the necessity of considering longer compartments than those used by the US Navy. Bühlmann aims to establish new decompression tables for nitrogen and helium. In 1969, the Swiss Army inaugurates its own diving school, but the sea level tables are of no use for dives in alpine lakes. Aloïs Bühlmann takes on the task of solving this issue. Unlike his counterparts across the Atlantic, Bühlmann is not tied to the imperial measurement system. While Workman was limited by pressure at sea level, Bühlmann expresses the tolerated nitrogen pressure in a compartment as a function of ambient pressure in bar. This ability to work with pressures below 1 bar allows him to easily account for altitude dives without any mathematical difficulty. The first altitude diving tables are adopted by the Swiss Army in 1972. In the early 1980s, Jürgen Hermann, a young engineer from Liechtenstein, develops a decompression calculation program to integrate into one of Intel's early microprocessors. Bühlmann does not believe in the project, but Benno Schenk, who leads the hyperbaric laboratory at the University of Zurich, supports Hermann and gives him the ZHL-12 tables. The young engineer secures financial backing from the renowned Austrian biologist and filmmaker Hans Haas. The first decompression computer will be called the Hans Haas Decobrain. The final version, released in 1982, is rechargeable and built around an Intel 80C48 microprocessor with 8 kilobytes of memory. The first operation performed by the Decobrain program, once powered on, is to measure atmospheric pressure. This data determines which set of tables will be used for the corresponding altitude range. The Decobrain computer integrates 5 different decompression tables for altitudes ranging from sea level to 2,500 meters. The first users report a few bends, fortunately without severity. Dr. Max Hahn from the Institute of Biophysics and Medicine in Düsseldorf is tasked with analyzing these cases. He makes the necessary improvements to Bühlmann's original tables, especially for repetitive dives. Bühlmann improves the changes. In 1983, Bühlmann publishes a landmark book in the field of decompression. An English translation is released in 1984 under the title Decompression Sickness. The ZHL12 parameters are made public. Contrary to a persistent belief, Bühlmann does use 16 compartments with different periods, but some of these compartments share the same coefficients. The number 12 refers to the distinct pairs of parameters, not the number of periods or compartments. In the field of decompression, research has always been funded by the military or industry, but the rise of recreational diving changes the game. Inspired by the potential of the technology used in the Decobrain, Bühlmann becomes deeply interested in developing an onboard decompression algorithm. A new era begins.